Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. All praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. And with that, this lesson that I'm going to go into today is going to be basically showing you the scriptures that white people like to use to try to justify the Jews being white, which they don't understand the scriptures anyway, because the Jews are black and the scriptures clearly tell you that. So I'm going to break down a few scriptures that they like to use to try to justify and say that the Jews are white. So with that, this is Lamentation 4 and 7, and it reads, her Nazarites were pure than snow, they were whiter than milk, they were more ruddy in body than rubies, their polishing was of safer. So this is the scripture, one of the scriptures they like to use to try to say that the Jews were white. But the word there for white, the word white means pure, you know, because the so-called white man is not really white anyway. He's not the color of the walls that's in your house. You know what I'm saying? The white man is red, you know. So with that, we're going to go to the book of Numbers 12 and 9. And it reads, to bring more clarity of the Jews not being white, because being white is actually a curse according to the Bible. And I'm going to show you in one example with Miriam, who spoke up against her brother Moses for having an Ethiopian wife. So this is Numbers 12 and 9, and it reads, and the anger of the Lord Yahweh was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow, and Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. So leprous is white as snow. And it reads, and Aaron said unto Moses, at last, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. So she looked like the skin color of a newborn baby who didn't have color in the skin yet, because her flesh was half consumed when, like him that came out of his mother's womb. And who was that came out of his mother's womb? Well, let's get Genesis 25 and 25. Just to furthermore go deep in on that subject. So Miriam was turned leprous, white as snow. So the Jews was not lepers, and we're going to get what that is in just a second. This is Genesis 25 and 25, and it reads, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. So the firstborn came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. So Esau's flesh was half consumed. When you read the book of Numbers, it tells you, it say, let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. And that was speaking about Esau. So the next thing I'm going to get on is ready, because in the book of Lamentation it used the word ready. And I'm going to go into the book, the Compact Bible Dictionary, which y'all can see right here. And we're going to go and look up the word ready. Okay, so this is the word ready out of the Compact Bible Dictionary, and it reads, a word used to refer to a red or fair complexion in contrast to the dark skin of the Hebrews. So the Hebrews are dark skinned, and we're going to show you that right now. So with that, I'm going to go to the book of Amos 9 and 7. The book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 7. So we got the color white. The word white means pure. That's what that word means. It means pure. And the Edomites was lepers. Just like Miriam that was turned leprous, white as snow. Okay, so this is Amos 9 and 7, and it reads, Are ye not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? Saith the Lord Yahweh, Have not I brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt? So the Most High said, Have not I brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt? Now you see this book right here, which it reads, Understanding the Bible through History and Archaeology. So now we're going to go into this book just to show a few illustration pictures. By the way, this is a very, very old book. So we're going to show you the illustration pictures of the Jews or Israelites. Find it real quick. Let's see. I had it tagged in somewhere, but give me a moment, Salakia, to look for it. Give me a moment. Okay, so this is page 54. Page 54. Now, as you can see that the children of Israel is working for Pharaoh right here. And right by my finger, you see the Egyptian at the bottom by my finger. So this scripture read again, Are ye not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel, saith the Lord Yahweh? Have not I brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt? So this is them in the land of Egypt. And I'm going to read something. It reads, A new king arose in Egypt who did not know Joseph, and they, the Egyptians, set taskmasters over them, the Hebrews, to oppress them with forced labor. And this is what they did once again. So here go the children of Israel right here. As you can see, they are brown skinned, dark skinned, color copper people. So from there, we're going to get the book of Jeremiah 13 and 23. Jeremiah 13, verse 23. And it reads, Jeremiah 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? So the scriptures telling you, can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? So with that, I'm going to go to the Levitical law just to show you what leprosy is. So this is the book of Leviticus 13 and 19. And it reads, And in the place of the bill there be a white rising, or a bright spot, white and somewhat reddish, and it be showed to the priest. So this is dealing with leprosy right here. It's saying a white rising, or a bright spot, or white reddish, and it be showed to the priest. That was the same white reddish that Miriam was turned leprous with. When we read the book of Numbers 12 and 9 to 10. Now let me jump over. Numbers 12 and 29. It reads, If a man or woman have a plague upon the head or the beard, then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be a yellow and there be in it a yellow thin hair, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is a dry scald, even a leprosy upon the head or beard. So it says if it be a yellow thin hair, that is considered blonde hair. So being white and being a blonde is a curse according to the Bible. And so with that, I want to say all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalom, and I hope this lesson was very, very, very edifying for you out there. So with that, I want to say all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.